What the hell is going on with PinkyPills? So if you haven't been caught up with the recent FNAF news and what's going on, let me explain. So basically FNAF used to have two pretty known official artists, PinkyPills and Lady Fizzy. Lady Fizzy is a Hungarian, pozdravujem zo Slovenska, artist who was fired by Scott after some drama with her a few years ago. In short, she drew and wrote some inappropriate art regarding William Afton and underage individuals. There are many other things, but I won't list them here, you can read them on the FNAF wiki. It made sense Scott didn't really want to deal with her, even though she basically did all the major art for the series. For example, all the Fazbear Frights book covers, the random arts in FNAF 6, and some of the guidebooks, and Bear of Vengeance in Ultimate Custom Night. As far as we know, the last game she worked on was FNAF Security Breach, where she designed the arcade cabinet designs. After she was fired, only one other major artist was left, PinkyPills. If you don't know who she is, she's a German artist who also worked pretty closely with the series. For example, she's the sole designer of basically all the animatronics from FNAF Security Breach, including Mernchap and the Mexes. She designed the entirety of Freddy in Space 3, was the concept artist for Secret of the Mimic, drew the entirety of the first FNAF graphic novel, and made most of the covers for Tales from the Pizzaplex. She did many other things, but these are just the major ones. Now, she, just like Lady Fizzy, wasn't really loved in the FNAF community. Arguably though, the things she was accused of were not as bad as Lady Fizzy, which prompted Scott to announce that she will be given a second chance and will be keeping her role. Now, shortly after this post gained backlash, Scott made another post where he explained that PinkyPills herself has decided that it would be the best for everyone that she will be leaving the series for now. And that's where it all seemed to end. Months passed and Pinky was still active on her website, Instagram and Twitter, posting artwork still mostly about FNAF. But lately something happened. PinkyPills, out of nowhere, started posting concept art for the games she worked on. Now, this last happened with Lady Fizzy, where after Scott fired her, she started posting art she did. This concept art from Pinky gave us insight into the first ever art of Mernchap, something which from people who know Steelwool and how they are so secretive about the development of Security Breach would never happen. But it did. Then she posted the concept art of the Glamrocks. She explained in the description that she was even the one who came up with the term Glamrock. Then for Ruin, where it revealed that Monty was supposed to help us in the DLC. And then the concept for Secret of the Mimic, which revealed that the game's development started back in 2022, something which surprised virtually everyone. But then, she made a video. It was like an update on her life, a very short one. But in the video, she explained... Well, let me just roll the clip.
Yeah, maybe one day I process that part artistically, but for now I want to look ahead. Since July 2025, I am not working for Scott Games anymore. I know this is not matching up with earlier information or with the events from May 2024. That time was very complex for me. And the situation was very complicated.
Since July 2025, Pinky isn't working for Scott Games, which, as she said herself, doesn't match Scott's statement from May of 2024. So, what the hell is going on? Well, people started wondering that she may have had some contract with Scott, but that was shortly debunked by her. She doesn't want to say why she left. It all seems that she doesn't want to see him and work for him ever again. So why is that? What did Scott do right now that made her quit? Did he lie about her leaving? What's going on? In all seriousness, I have no idea. Either Scott lied and she never left, or she did leave, came back, and left again. But that still wouldn't explain why she left. What decision that Scott made prompted her to suddenly quit? If you don't know, Pinky was known as Scott's biggest worshipper. She didn't even call him Scott, but Mr. C. She always said how he was on her side and how she likes him. She even drew fan art of him after the drama. I have no idea. This whole situation is extremely confusing, and I would like to see what you think happened. As of now, Pinky is still posting some never before seen artwork, so if anything happens, I will either make a new video or write a comment based on how much has changed. That's it for today though. Bye.